How does the humanity principle apply to cyber warfare? Imagine a world where conflicts are fought not just with guns and bombs, but with computers and data. Cyber warfare is changing how nations engage in conflict. But how do we keep the core values of humanity alive in this digital battlefield? That's what we're exploring today. The humanity principle in international humanitarian law means that all parties in a conflict must limit suffering and treat everyone humanely. It's about protecting life, health, and human dignity, even during war. When it comes to cyber warfare, this principle guides how cyber operations are carried out. It means cyber attacks should avoid causing unnecessary harm to civilians and civilian infrastructure. Even if a cyber operation doesn't cause physical injuries, it should not lead to widespread panic or disrupt essential services like hospitals, water supplies, or power grids. One key aspect is making sure cyber attacks target only military objectives. For example, attacking a military communications system is acceptable, but damaging a hospital's network that provides critical health services violates the humanity principle. Cyber operations must distinguish between military and civilian targets. If an attack causes damage to civilian infrastructure that results in suffering or disruption, it breaches this principle. Another important point is honesty and fairness. Cyber tactics that use deception to trick civilians or spread false information to cause panic are not allowed. Such actions are considered perfidious and go against the idea of humane conduct. Respect for human dignity also means that people affected by cyber operations should be treated with respect, and no cruel or degrading treatment should happen to those impacted, even if they are caught in the chaos. Balancing military necessity with humanity is tricky in cyber warfare. Cyber attacks should be proportionate, meaning the harm caused should not outweigh the military advantage gained. For example, disabling a power grid might be justified if it's a key military target, but causing a blackout that affects millions of civilians for an extended period would be excessive. The challenge with cyber warfare is that it blurs the lines between civilian and military targets. Many systems are interconnected, and data is intangible. This makes it harder to assess potential civilian harm before launching an attack. That's why careful planning and assessment are essential. In practice, the humanity principle means cyber operators must avoid attacks that could disable vital civilian infrastructure. They should aim for precision and proportionality, even in the complex digital environment. Clear targeting decisions and respect for human dignity are key. Overall, the humanity principle acts as a moral compass in cyber warfare. It reminds us that even in conflicts fought with technology, the core values of respect, protection, and minimizing suffering must remain as central. This helps ensure that the conduct of hostilities aligns with the fundamental goals of international humanitarian law.